Well, welcome to another week of Soap Secrets. Hi, Claire.
Hi, Hannah.
Now, we're going to talk about all the hospital dramas, namely Holby and Casualty. Holby, I can't believe there's just 3 episodes left. I mean, we've been kind of talking about this moment for some time, haven't we? But this really is it. It's coming to an end.
It is. So, Hannah, you need to enjoy them while you can.
Yes, I do. And tell me, I mean, obviously the fans were hoping that this wouldn't happen, but it is going to happen.
Yep.
So lots of old faces returning, I believe.
Yes. We have a really, really big face returning this week, but I don't want to spoil the fun. So you'll have to tune in to find out which big face. But we start off by seeing some dearly departed characters returning, as in they're dead. So this is really great. I mean, it just starts with Essie, Arthur Digby and Jasmine Burrows return as ghosts talking to Jack.
It's not an unusual thing to have a ghost return in a soap, is it? Let's be honest.
No. And to be honest with you, if you want someone that has passed on in the drama, that's really the only way you're going to get them back, isn't it? So, yes. I mean, that was really great. It's really lovely to see Essie, Arthur and Jasmine talking to Jack. And I won't spoil how they talk to her and what they say to her, but it was a bit of a wow moment for me. I just think, it's so great. And then, of course, the really special old face that's coming in, we see who Fletch phoned last week turn up at the hospital.
Okay.
I mean, that could be anybody. There is 101 people that could be pitching up, but you have to tune in to find out. And when this special guest does turn up, how will Jack react? Will she be pleased to see them? Have to wait and see.
And the whole Jack thing as well, that's going to come to that's kind of been building up, hasn't it?
Yes, it is. So, the whole of Holby now knows that she has a terminal tumour. Where is this going to go? Will she die with Holby, or will she be saved? Who knows?
Yeah, and they are still continuing the storylines as well as bringing all these old faces back, aren't they? Because we see Kylie making it her mission to get Madge her job back.
Yep. So this is really, really. This is really nice. So she keeps saying to Jack, I really need to talk to you about Madge, and Jack doesn't really want to talk to her about Madge because she's feeling sore over the betrayal, Regina, and telling all of Holby's secrets to her. And Kylie says no, and she says I think she's suffering abuse somehow. And so Jack says, right, let's go then. Let's go and visit Madge at her house. And so Jack gets dressed because at this point she's in a hospital bed, and her and Kylie go out to the car park. And Kylie then says, well, you can't drive, which obviously she can't because she has a tumour. And she has this big car, really big car. Hannah, is massive. Yeah. And she hands Kylie, nervous Kylie, who would be a bit like me, the keys and says, you drive. And Kylie goes, I haven't driven since I passed my test. And they do something great. I love this bit because, Jack says to Kylie, oh, come on, it's an automatic. And Kylie's quite little and she virtually needs, step ladders to get into this massive car. And they kangaroo out of Holby, and with Jack pulling her face.
Oh wow! So are we going to see an incident there?
No, it's just Kylie. People say you can't make a modern car kangaroo, but you can.
And there's also another really shocking revelation, isn't there, this week? Yeah. Because of Madge's daughter.
Yes. So this is they get to Madge's house. They do get there without incident, and we discover Hannah that her daughter, who is autistic and now an adult, has been getting upset and accidentally hurting her mum. So she's not a victim of domestic abuse from her husband, but her and her husband are struggling to care with an adult daughter who sometimes in distress lashes out, and that's how Madge got hurt. It's very distressing, and also that's why they're broke, because they're trying desperately hard to get her proper care, and they are struggling to find care that suits her.
Yeah, that is really awful. And I suppose the question hanging over is, will Hanson give Madge her job back, once everything unravels? And of course, you've got the Hanson and Russ situation.
I know. Hanson's pining.
Oh.
He's pining. And Russ has sent him a parcel and he keeps looking at it and he can't quite bring himself to open it.
Oh, okay.
What's in the parcel? It'll be something really nice from us. It'll be, it won't be an expensive present. It'll be something that will just make Hanson
meaningful.
smile.
Yeah.
Meaningful, yes.
Yeah, nice. Okay. Oh, I can't believe that we've got 3 episodes left. I think that's really sad. Holby viewers will be devastated. So we need to turn our attentions to Casualty, where all efforts will be going from here on in, or no, in 3 weeks' time. Massive storyline, isn't there, with Iain and Chrissy?
Yes. So this, I really love Iain because he's a big, we know him as action man, really. And this is quite interesting because he got together with Chrissy, and Chrissy is played by his wife, his partner, Lauren Crace.
Ah.
So they can kiss and everything. That's
and it's fine.
Yeah.
That's the new way now, isn't it, with COVID? It's like, right, have you got a wife that can act?
Yes, completely. So that's really, really helpful. So so if you're seeing closeness, that'll be why. So we know that Chrissy got PTSD from Ian's action man heroics last Christmas when he rescued a boy. He rappelled down into a ravine, got into a van that then fell more. And she was really stressed about it. And then they got back together again. But she's not quite over this don't keep putting your life in danger moments. And of course, Iain does it again this week, Hannah. Just does it again. Yeah. So, so they're out walking, having a romantic walk. And it all goes pear-shaped because they're by the river and they spot a man drowning in the river. And then we see a white nondescript van drive off really quickly, and Iain looks into the river, realises this man is drowning, and basically all he does is take his jacket off and he jumps in. And this is February,
freezing cold,
and
but you would do it, wouldn't you? You would, surely. Yes. Especially in his position.
Yes, well, he's he's trained, isn't he? Part of HEMS and everything, so he's got all the training. And he dives in and he does manage to save this man whose name is Keddy, and it's worse than him just drowning because his hands and feet, Hannah, are tied together.
Oh, that's awful.
And he's a victim of modern slavery.
Wow, this is an interesting one for them to tackle, isn't it?
Yes, it is very interesting.
Because we're all having at work, in corporate workplaces, you're all kind of having to learn about this. I think I was quite ignorant to it to a degree, that it can be going on right under your very nose.
Yes. So this Keddy is a victim of modern slavery, and it's really awful. So they do manage to get him out of the river, and obviously an ambulance is called, and he's taken into the emergency department, and we see he's got a lot of bruising and damage to his body where he's been beaten, and he's got some really nasty wound that they're really worried about, and it's very, very topical. And Ian's trying to support him because he jumped into freezing cold water, he also has to stay in the ED department till they get his body temperature up. So he's sitting there with Keddy playing chess with him, which is really nice. And he does need surgery. And as Keddy is being taken into surgery, he's just about to go up in the lift. One of the slavers comes back and threatens him, Hannah.
Okay.
Threatens him. Iain sees it and goes into action man mode, and he gives chase.
Oh dear, and he's going to get hurt, isn't he?
He gets slashed with a knife. So... So it's a really good episode, this one. So what does happen with Keddy? And, the other question we have to ask, how will Chrissy overcome her fear of Ian's action man antics and always putting himself in danger? Because, he had just come out of a river. His body temperature was a bit low. He could have left it to somebody else, but no, he goes after this modern day slaver, and they're not nice people, so obviously he puts himself in a lot of danger.
Absolutely.
And We have to ask, I was talking to Elaine, the casualty correspondent on What's on TV, and she was saying, will Danger catch up with Ian, which I thought was very interesting, because you do always see him jumping in front of things.
Yeah.
Will it? Will it catch up with him?
I think it probably has to, doesn't it? And the fear of what that could be.
Yes.
Well,
but Hannah, have you finished This Is Going to Hurt yet?
No, I haven't. It's filmed at a hospital just near one of my friends.
Okay.
Yeah, they can see it right out their window. They showed me the picture the other day.
So anyway, I really recommend it. I really, really recommend it. It's done in a different way to Casualty in Holby. I've now seen all 7 episodes.
Have you? No, I haven't finished them yet.
Okay. It's got episode 6 is a shocker, absolute shocker.
Oh.
So don't miss it.
Don't miss it. Okay, well, if this isn't enough, then you can watch that and binge on those in the meantime. Especially when Holby goes, save them. That is everything for this week from the hospital dramas. But we will be back next week.